Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nafissa, but I go by God is Love. And today we're going to talk about how God can call us to be separated from someone or something, if whether it be a person, place, or a thing. And when He does it, it's best that we go on and be obedient because the Lord sees the bigger picture. He sees the bigger picture and He's allowing us to be able to go ahead and remove ourselves from the situation without Him having to actually put His hand in it. Because when He puts His hand in it, I'm not going to say that it's going to hurt because God doesn't want to hurt us, but it'll cause us more heartache because He's going to actually let us go through it. He'll let us go through that situation to be able to see clearly what it is that He was trying to block us from having to go through. And that just goes back to how it was with Abraham and Lot. Abraham, God had already spoke this thing to Abraham and told him, get thee from around thy kindred. And when He told him that, that's exactly what he should have done. He should have obeyed the Lord. But instead, he wanted to carry Lot along with him. He wanted to, drag his feet in what the Lord had told him to do. And then what? He ended up having to still go through allowing him and Lot to separate. And that just goes along with our lives when we're doing things and God has already told us, you know, this is not for you. You need to let this go. Separate yourself from this person. Separate yourself from this place. And we continue to be disobedient and continue not to honor what the Lord is telling us to do. Then now we're holding our head down after something happens. We have to go through something. Sometimes it's hard for us to just believe and take the word of the Lord and run with it. Instead, we are taking ourselves through too much trauma. It's not the Lord. We're taking ourselves through these things versus just listening to our Father and obeying what He's telling us to do, His commands, right? And He's been dealing with me with a thing, right? He told me to separate myself months ago from it. But instead, I didn't listen to what He told me to do. That's the truth of the matter. I didn't listen, and now I'm having to reap the consequences. But I'm going to tell you this. I was able to actually go into prayer and ask Him to help me get through this situation. Help me to come out of this with flying colors because I don't want to go through all the heartache. I don't want to go through all the pain. And He will help you. He'll make the situation easier for you. We just got to call on Him to get through it instead of just trying to press ourselves through this situation on our own or, trying to be able to maneuver through it without His help. Because when we're doing that, it's like free will. It's free game. You know what I'm saying? For us to go through whatever it is that He had already tried to block us from going through. At this point, God is like, it's fair game. Fair game. I told you. You didn't listen. So, hey, now you got to reap the consequences. So instead of doing that, you know, it's easier to just go on and listen to Him the first go round. When He tells you to do something, just do it. I know we're human and we are naturally hard-headed, and that's the sad part about it because if we weren't that way, if we weren't conformed to the world, we wouldn't be this way. It would be easier for us to listen, take the advice the first round and just be done with it. Save ourselves all of the, you know, crocodile tears or whatever it may be, you know. But I just wanted to, share how God can tell you to separate from a person, place, or thing, and just be obedient to Him and know that He's not telling you that to diminish your, you know, dreams or visions or whatever it is, because it is so broad of an area, But I, for one, like I said, I know that He will tell you to separate yourself, especially from a person. That's something that like I said, I'm dealing with right now. And I just been hard headed with Him. And hey, He's making them separate from me. That's how He's working. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have to do it, because He's like, okay, I gave you the chance. You didn't want to do it. So, hey, I got something else. But honestly, it is easier for me to allow them to, separate from me versus me trying to separate from them, because the heart that He has blessed me with is so big to the point that it's hard for me to let people go at times, you know, and especially dealing with so many different tragedies in my life. It's like it's hard sometimes because I've gotten so close to people. But even though when the Lord speaks, we need to listen, just automatically listen. And hey, I didn't do that. And I'm just telling y'all this because, hey, let this be a lesson to somebody else. Let my actions be a lesson to teach you, hey, okay, she going through this thing right now, and I know God spoke to me yesterday. So, hey, I'm going to go on and do what God told me to do, because I don't want to have to go through this later down the road. But I just wanted to get on here and share that a little bit with y'all. I love y'all, and I hope and pray everyone is having a blessed day. And I'll see y'all on the next video.